younger folk, they like to think they've got their own sort of part and their own sort of opaque, hard to decipher, private sort of meme sort of part and or I say part I'd use the word part. They don't have any part. You know, like they've got their own sort of enclosed sort of you don't know what we're talking about stuff and all that. So you know, I don't get the references or something because I'm 48. I'm going to start talking about, this is going to be a phased thing. First of all, do you know what I'm talking about when I say that? I don't mean, there's 20 something's got like that. I speak in text speak and you can't understand. You don't know what I'm saying. That's because you're no 48. You're no 48. There is, occasionally you'll say something or ask a question or just me being on the stream display some sort of lack of knowledge about something due to my age. It could be to do with music, or it could be to do with an event or a person or something, right? So I want to start, it's maybe coming from me rather than it's directed at me, but I feeling that you don't know what's going on, you're out of the loop, you haven't got your finger on the pulse, you don't know what fucking references are, you don't know any of the fucking bands or any of the artists or anything at all. So I was thinking what might be a good idea for people like me is I'm going to start making references, like when I'm tweeting, I'm going to start making references to things that only people about my age would get. First of all, so that's going to lock out the younger lot. And I'm not going to explain. So I would say, like if I was to say to use, cunt looks like fucking bungle. Would you know what I'm on about? How many people would know what I'm on about? Rainbow. A number of people wouldn't. Now, what about if I said, she looks a bit like Hamble. There you go. Right, that's play school. It was a wee doll in play school. And that's when I was real. That was when I was like fucking like nursery almost. So I'm going to start saying things like that, or things like that sounds like the fireman in Campbellwick Green, or was it Trumpton? You know, something like that. It sounds like Windy Miller, doesn't it? Sounds like Windy Miller's windmill. If I was to say that to you, that sounds a bit like the windmill, Windy Miller's windmill, didn't it? A lot of you would be like, what? I'm going to start saying things like that on Twitter, and I'm not going to fucking explain what it is. That's the first phase. That's the first phase of going like that. This is how it feels to not get it. All right? To the younger lot, this is what it feels like to not get it. You don't know what I don't know what you're talking about, and you think that's funny. I don't know what you don't know what I'm talking about. I'm talking to them, talking to you and all. The second phase, that second phase, and I thought about this morning. The second phase will be to make not just these sort of references, but references to actual physical locations. You had to be there at the time. For example, say, fucking hell, what you got to wear shoes to get into that pub. What is this? The fucking Village? Capital T, capital V. Right. Right. You just don't know what I'm on about. Who knows? Nay cunt. Right. It was a pub. A pub in Shawlands. It was a pub in Shawlands. just a normal sort of pub you go in during the day, but then at night, on a Saturday night, they put music on and all that. It wouldn't be a club or anything like that, but you had to wear fucking shoes to get in. You had to wear shoes, have fucking bouncers in the door. It'd be like fucking Weatherspoons. You had to wear shoes to get in. To get into the fucking village. That fucking pub in Shawlands. Right, so I'm going to start making references like that. Things like, you know, it's kind of like a downstairs sort of pub club, you know, like Fookies. You're like, what? Fookies? Where the fuck is that? Oh, you know, like Carnegie's. This place is a mad kind of place, you know, like Bonkers. Stuff like that. And so nae cunt will know what I'm talking about. Some will. Some will go, oh, I remember Bonkers. Oh, I used to go to the village in Shawlands. Oh, Fookies, I went there. Carnegie's, I went there. The third phase is the most hardcore. I'm going to start making references to things that only I would know. No. There's going to be 4 phases. The third phase is I'm going to make references to only cunts that, like, sort of, that were on my street when I was the age, like, around about 12 or 10 even. I'll say running about fucking mental, like, you know, like fucking Murphy. Murphy was a dog that was on my street, Stanley Street, when I was wee. It was almost like a fucking stray dog. It wasn't though. And it would run about and chase people. You'd have to jump up on fences and things like that. So I'm going to make references to things that only about 50 people know. And half of them are either dead or will not remember. Cunts just around the corner won't even know what I'm talking about. Murphy's long gone. And the 4th phase, this is when it really gets personal. I'm going to start making references to things that only I know. Only I know. Like stuff that's in my mind. Really obscure. Really obscure. Like, it's like that. I'll think of something. Something will come up. Something that only I know. You like, imagine I said something like, you know when you get that pain, you know, like that pain I got when I kind of stretched too far the other day when I was painting at the top of the wall that I didn't tell Lynn about. I haven't told anybody. You know that one? No, maybe that's a bit too far. Right, anyway. That's too far. That's stupid. That doesn't make any sense. But I would say that level 3 one, the one before that, I could say things like, you know, sort of nice soft sort of chips, and they've got a kind of slight, maybe like a kind of slight curry flavour. You know, like Zico's chips. No Zico's chips. You know, like Meran chips. You know, like kind of Meran's chips. There'll be some people that know fucking Merans. You okay? I'm always alright, aye. Let me just see. What the fuck are you talking about? Like this. See the fucking I don't know what the chips are like in there now, but see when I was younger, a teenager, it's Indian, the kebabs and curries and all the rest of it, pakora, but they also do chips. And see the fucking chips. They were like McDonald's chips, you know, kind of fries or whatever you want to call them, skinny chips, but kind of soft. And there was a slight curry sort of flavour. No, it didn't put. There was something about them. There was something on them. Like, I don't want to. Fucking magic, man. Magic. They didn't put something on them. I don't think they didn't go like that. Right now, we'll put a bit of that on it. Fucking brilliant. Brilliant, man. Brilliant. Oh, and that's the chippy where I got my head slammed against the window. Got my head slammed against the window. That's the chippy right there. Are you in? See more dates. Let's see a window there, please. Is it never open during the day? Fucking hell, does nae cunt want a chippy during the day? Look at this. 22, 2008. There we go. That window right there. That window right there.